Good morning, good afternoon,
good evening, wherever you may be.
Hello, welcome.
Has been a while.
It's been a while, We thought it was appropriate to start the first vlog on this channel in front of our favourite place. If you're an OG from our original vlog channel, Mr. and Mrs. Rad, you know where we are. We're at Bunnings.
So
we're
we
on a
need
mission.
all the things.
So many things. But we also have $300 in gift cards that we got for Christmas.
Is so handy.
So handy. So this will be it's like free money to buy things that we actually need. So we need house numbers. We need toilet seats. We need a cart wheelbarrow.
Yeah, wheelbarrow thing.
Dumpy trucky thing. Light bulbs.
Sugar soap.
Some other things.
Dishwashing liquid.
There's no sausage sangers today though. Disappointment. There are so many toilet seats. So does that mean, LED, that this is a nightlight toilet seat? We're thinking this one. I was going to go this one. Whoa.
But there is none.
But there is none. Of course there's none. What do we think about wooden toilet seats? Are they hygienic? I don't know how I feel about wooden toilet seats. Oh, here he goes. Oh, it lights up!
Yeah, LED.
Oh, that's a great idea for the night time.
Especially for, like, arch.
Yes. Alright, let's grab 2 of those. I really want to get some of these for the back deck. But I think they might have to wait until next time. If anyone's bought the Bunnings festoon lights, let me know what your thoughts are. Alright, so I found the cart that I want. This will just make gardening stuff a whole lot easier. It's 144 for the 115 litre one, and then they also have a 200 litre one, which I think is this, but it's $269, and that's a big jump. Alright, now time to pick some house numbers for our letterbox. Which style do we pick? Those ones are way too big. Ooh, do we want glow in the dark? Luminescent ones, perhaps? Alrighty, all done at Bunnings. Managed to find this little rescue guy for $3. I reckon I can save it.
Do you want to give him a squidge of water now?
She's thirsty. No, I don't really feel like we're going straight to the new house, so well, she'll survive till then, hopefully. Realised I should probably tell you what's going on. Hi, I'm Adele, if you are new to this channel. We used to have a vlog channel years and years ago. I think maybe because it was before the kids were born, so maybe 9 years ago, called Mr. and Mrs. Rad. And I'm also on YouTube for my arty stuff on Inky Quill and Let's Get Inky, and this guy is on YouTube for Inky Beard stuff, like journals and things, and Optimistic Futurist. I said that right?
Yep.
It's a bit of a mouthful, so I'll put all of the links to all of our other channels in the description thingy. But exciting news, we bought a freaking house. We bought our first house, which is very exciting. So a little bit of what this channel is going to be about. It's going to, I kind of think that nerd lifestyle kind of sums it up. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some like house budget renos, organising, cleaning, there'll be cooking, we're going to do Lego builds together because we love Lego. We've got a ton of board games that we want to do as well, so we want to do like Let's Plays and even some like live board game nights. We're going to do adventures with the kids and go around and go to different places. We love Bunnings, we love IKEA, day in the life, just all sorts of stuff. We're also a neurospicy family. There's lots of neurodivergence in our household, which you will soon see. And so if that's the kind of stuff that you're interested in, make sure you subscribe. I'm not sure how often the videos are going to go up at the moment, but we shall soon find out. Alright, voiceover, Adele's in the house. Of course, we're back at our favourite place, Bunnings. The kids get a gingerbread bear quite often when we go there, and these little trolleys save our souls whenever we go.
Mama, look at these ones.
Yeah. Whoa, they're big ones. We bought some dowel for a window that had a dodgy lock that we've since fixed, but it was just a quick immediate fix. And then we had a look at the paint colours. The house needs a paint, but that will be a next year job. But out the back on the deck, all of the railings are just exposed wood, and so we kind of need to paint those soon to help the wood stay good, good wood. And so I was just getting some brochures, some ideas for colours and things. It's a little vintage old cottage, so yeah, not quite sure what we're going to go with yet. Aaron was looking for a Ryobi lawnmower because he's decided to grow a Ryobi collection because we don't have a lawnmower. Which is quite vital if you have a lawn. And then the kids bought themselves a little plant each as a housewarming present for their room. We love indoor plants, so Arch picked this line with the mushrooms. He loves mushrooms. And Violet, of course, picked the violety one. And then I picked one too. And then we dragged the kids to Spotlight to buy curtains. None of the rooms had any coverings. So we were up for, I think we bought about 8 curtains. And have you bought curtains lately? It is too overwhelming. There's too many choices. Aaron ended up buying this beautiful one for his office. It's very, very cool. Violet really enjoyed the fabric section. I found this beautiful fabric. I didn't buy it at the time. I haven't bought it yet, but I would love to make my own curtains for the craft room. And so if you know any simple curtain tutorials, let me know. We did end up buying a lot of curtains, but we needed them. All right, so I'm voiceovering this little bit. This was actually filmed before the Bunnings ones. We sadly caught the spicy cough for Christmas last year. And it was really disappointing. We had planned to fly to go see some family and stay a week, and we had to cancel that. And Violet and I spent Christmas Day in bed with over 40-degree fevers together, which was great fun. So after Christmas, I put together a few little crafty things to cheer the kids up because they were a bit disappointed that they missed out on the big day. And we made some Christmas decorations for the grandparents. So I prepped a lot of these because, you know, we have neurospicy kids and they don't have a lot of patience. And so some prep is key for a craft activity. I've got a few different things. I found them on Pinterest. We've got some little painted wreaths. I show you them all down at the end of this little section. But I bought everything that I needed from Kmart. We're a super crafty fam. We are definitely a creative, nerdy bunch. And so I bought some new craft supplies, which have had ongoing use since then. You know, just the typical pipe cleaners, pom-poms, sequins, that type of thing. These are really cool. I bought these from Kmart. They're porcelain stars, which you can paint on. They were a big hit with the kids and the grandparents too that received them. Everything's prepped and we're ready to craft.
Mama, can you get me a pipe cleaner?
Yeah, sure. There's lots of pipe cleaners to choose from. I think out of everything, the little houses out of Paddle Pop Sticks were the biggest hit. I also grabbed my paint pen collection just to make painting a bit easier for the kids. This is the chaos that we were crafting in. It was a couple of days before moving. The cat is wondering what on earth is going on with all the boxes. The kids are in PJs. There's just boxes freaking everywhere. It was utter chaos. We're in school holidays as well. We were meant to have 6 weeks of school holidays. We ended up having 7.5 because of the spicy cough, which was great. And this little box, though, this is from Kmart, and it is amazing. It contains everything one should possibly want to stick together. And it has its own little dividers, and the kids love it because everything's organised and sorted and they can find stuff easy. So I think that was about $20 from Kmart. And like I said, all of these things, whatever we haven't used that's very Christmassy, I have popped in a little bag to bring out for next Christmas to make some more stuff. The paint pens were a great idea. Now, I did bring out my nice, expensive Posca ones because at this time the kids didn't have their own. But I have since bought a set from Bunnings. I think it was only $12 for 24 paint pens. So if your kids like them, and if you're an arty type like mine and they keep stealing them, check out Bunnings. Not sponsored, of course. But these are the little houses. There are a few that have empty spots, like that red and blue one. And we ended up sticking wallet-sized photos of the kids' Santa pic on those. And so these were really fun, really fun to make. I think if the kids had to have made the house as well, it would have been quite difficult. The kids have several grandparents, so that's why there's quite a few houses. And here is a little box of goodies that we gave to one of the peeps. We've got some trees that we just wound wool around and stuck some sequins on. These light up candle snowmen are so cute. So it's just a snowman. The kids drew the eyes on and made a little hat, and it's a little snowman to hang from the tree. We have a few of these Christmas wreaths, which the kids just painted with acrylic paint and then stuck a little holly leaf on. And then my favourite, the houses. There was quite a few houses done. And then the stars as well. We just paddle popped hot glue guns and paddle pops, sticks together, and then stuck some pom-poms on there as well. It's a bit hard to get out. And then here's a look at the porcelain stars. But overall, big hit. Highly recommend as a little Christmas present for the grandparents. Alright, so it's now like a week later, and what? My hair is just... We're just rocking that today because it's actual moving day today. Ugh. So last night, Aaron and I were awake until about 1 AM doing things, packing all of the things still left to go. And this morning we got up just after 5-ish. So running on not much sleep, but that's okay. I'm at the new house, so I thought I'd give you a quick little looky at it before the movers come, because Aaron's at the old house and he just said they have just left. Yep, they've just left. And so I'll give you a little look of some of my favourite spots in the house. So one of the things I love most is this fixture in the, I don't know what to call this room. It's meant to be like a lounge room, but it's so awkward because it has 3 doorways going off it. So we just call it the front room, and it's just going to be kind of like a toy room-ish. But I love this. And I have bought a new lamp shade of Marketplace, which I'll show you in a second too. I also love that it has air conditioning, which is awesome. You might be able to hear it, it's a bit noisy. And then it has this random little stained glass window that looks from the front room into the kitchen, which is really cute. However, our fridge will not fit in the fridge hole because it's a double door fridge. And so we will have to cover the window, but it's good that there's a spot there for the fridge anyway. Here's a little look at the kitchen. We'll be doing lots of cooking together in here. I'm so excited to have a proper sized oven. The stove top could, it could be upgraded. We might be upgrading this quite quickly. We are going to redo the kitchen one day in a few years, but yeah, it's not looking so great. But this is the lampshade that I bought for the front room, and it's beautiful. And I know it has butterflies, and if you follow me on my Inky Quill channel, you'll know how much I'm terrified of butterflies. but they'll be up high and I won't notice them that much when the light's turned on, hopefully. I know this is a silly thing, but I'm excited for a kitchen sink because we didn't have one. And it's been 2 years without a kitchen sink, and so I'm very much looking forward to one again. Also, I'm bringing this plant back to life that I got from Bunnings the other day, and I think we're slowly getting there, slowly. All of the rooms also have this paneling on the wall, which is just beautiful and really adds a nice little touch. And then the best room in the house is going to be this one. So this is, they called it the entertainment room. It has no external windows, so it has a skylight, but it's right in the center of the house. And this is going to be our Lego and library room. So imagine an entire shelf filled with bookcases. Whoa, we're out of focus. Whoa, we're even more out of focus. Why aren't you focusing, camera? It's because I'm not looking at anything. It's okay. There you go. A whole wall of books. And then on this side, there's going to be a whole wall of all of the Lego builds that we're going to build together with you peeps. And then in the middle is going to be our human-sized dog bed and the crash pillow, and then fairy lights all across the room. So it's going to be like our chill-out zone. As you can see, it's been our dumping room for everything that we've brought over ourselves, and the kids often just play in here when we've come over. Aaron has his own office, which is nice. It's a big room too, so he'll be unpacking all of this. This tree is really, really, really close to the house, and so it's dead. So we'll have to remove that quite soon too. Alright, walking. So this is our lounge room, which looks out to the backyard. We got a new little TV unit from IKEA, and the kids have a new set of bunk beds, which they're very, very excited about. And out there is my craft room. So we've got a nice big deck that does need a bit of work because the light is currently being held up by a USB cord tied around it, so things need to be worked on. But we've got a nice big backyard, and then the chookies have a whole area over there, and then there's a creek behind the back fence which is on our property, and then there's even more land as well, which we're going to one day do some fun landscaping things with. Here is the craft room before anything gets done to it. So I've got a wardrobe nook, which I'm just going to put a calyx shelf in for now, a beautiful big window for my desk to go in front of, and then this will soon be a box apocalypse with just chaos everywhere. Finally, we have this massive, massive garage, which will soon be filled with a lot of the stuff until we figure out where on earth all of the different pieces of furniture and everything is going. And what do you know, we're back at Bunnings. We love a sausage sanger. If you are new to the vlogs and you haven't watched me before, we're also looking for a laundry hamper. But Bunnings is our national massive hardware store, and every weekend they have sausage sandwiches, and they are the epitome of Australianness. And so we never miss out on a sausage sanger. Oh my gosh, Primrose the cat has just joined me for this voiceover, so hopefully we can get this done. So we strolled around Bunnings. We found a little statue that looked just like Artie, our cat, our only cat at this point. We have since added 3 more to the family, which you'll see in a future vlog. Violet was at the wheel of the trolley, which we do not trust her. Look, I've talked to Aaron about it, and I've said, I don't think I can teach Violet to drive because she's a secret wild chaos queen. And so I said, I'll handle puberty, you handle the first drivings, because I feel like that's a fair distribution. The kids found some fountains and desperately wanted them, but at almost $300 we said, maybe another time, and went on our merry way. We always love to frolic through the flowers and the plants, and we did find a couple of these poor little rescue clearance ones to take home. I love, love, love geraniums, all sorts of colours and all sorts of pretty things there. It's very difficult to get me out of the flower section at Bunnings. I found this one that I'd never heard of before. Rudbeckia? Rudbeckia. I don't know, but it was pretty. Also had a little frolic through the paint section. We allowed the kids to get 2 paint chips to take home, and they later used them for some crafting. You can see they're shoving them in my face here, as children often do. And, oh, Artie's calling me. If you can hear that cat meow, here he is. Oh, we've got 2 cats on the laptop. All right, guys, I will see you in the next vlog very soon. Hopefully it won't be so chaotic. Bye.